If you were to ask anybody what their favorite Starset album is, what their first album even might have been, they would chances are they would probably say Transmissions. Chances are they would probably even say that their first Starset song was My Demons, because that's kind of the Starset song. And yeah, I know that like everything probably looks different and sounds different. This is in 4K. This is at 60 FPS. I got a new phone. Deal with it. And the big thing here about Transmissions is that like this was actually almost a Downplay album, which if you don't know, Downplay was so if you go away Discord. If you didn't know, the frontman, Dustin Bates, who I'm just going to refer to as Dustin from here out, his last band before Starset, Downplay, was, well, it was that. It was just the previous band before Starset, and it had a very different vibe going for it. And it was, like, at the very beginning was very much, like, kind of hip-hop rock, I think. Like kinda Linkin Park, but not really. And then it wasn't until their later album, Beyond the Machine, that it actually started getting closer to what we would consider the Starset sound, and that, yeah. And actually, on that note, we actually did. If you didn't know, we actually did just get a cover of a song from that album, Beyond the Machine, "Waiting on the Sky to Change." The cover is of Starset with Breaking Benjamin, and it's like really good. And honestly, it's a big generic. Sounds a big generic. I don't think any Starset magic could like really fix that. But you know what? It's fine. So, and obviously, you know, well, not obviously. So a bunch of songs that were supposed to be on the next Downplay studio album actually ended up being converted to Starset songs, and I can actually show you those right now. And some of this is off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but Down with the Fallen, Carnivore, It Has Begun, I believe, My Demons, Dark on Me, and Let It Die. As far as I know, those are all of the oh Lord, excuse me. Those were all of the Downplay songs that were converted to Starset. When Dustin decided, no, you know what? Screw Epic Records. I am getting out of here. So, yeah, and all of those, all that just kind of led to this. And we unfortunately don't have studio recordings of a lot of these songs. Like, we don't have a studio version of the Downplay version of My Demons. There's a really good recreation of it on YouTube using like the vocal stems from the Starset version, but we don't actually have a studio version of the Downplay Demons. And actually, fun fact, Carnivore actually used to be called Everything I Am. And the only video of that song being played live as Downplay, Dustin even says that like it's about how the label was just fucking with what he wanted to be doing, and yeah, and they actually just in a funny bit of, I guess, irony, I don't know, it actually ended up turning out that the song, whatever it was called before, ended up being called Everything I Am. and then when it got moved to a Starset song, when it became a Starset song, it became Carnivore. And the reason we don't have these Downplay versions of songs is because of, again, Epic Records. That they were just such a shit label, and Dustin didn't like that, obviously. The big thing is that okay, so if you notice, when you go to look up Beyond the Machine on Spotify, you will notice that Waiting on the Sky to Change is gone. I'm pretty sure the entirety of the stripped album is gone, which is just like acoustic versions of songs, including Waiting on the Sky to Change. And that is because Epic Records would literally rather the original Downplay version just flat out not exist at all than there being a Downplay version and a Starset / Breaking Benjamin version of Waiting on the Sky to Change. And that includes the acoustic version too. So, and Now, I will admit I have been stalling for time here, because what I actually wanted to show here is it's an interesting bit of Starset history. It is this little this promo disc, this promo CD that was sent out to radio stations and I believe maybe even clubs. I'm not sure. I don't know why you would. I don't know what kind of clubs there were in 2014 that were blasting hard rock or cinematic rock, as Starset is. But yeah, this is yeah. It didn't come in the jewel case, by the way. It actually came in like a rubbery plastic sleeve of some kind. I just have it in a jewel case because it offers more protection that way. And obviously, protection is important in both sex and music. I don't know where the sex part came from, but we're going with it. And there's just a lot of like really interesting stuff here. So yeah, you can tell that like a lot of this just was not finalized. Like the CD design was not finalized. Which actually, if we take a look at the final release of whoopsies, if we take a look at the final release of Transmissions, it's actually got the CD art has been finalized, and even the art for the song, for the album was finalized here. Let me get like a shadow over it so you can kind of get a better view of it without any light bouncing off of it. And so just looking at the back, actually no, let's look at the CD first. So yeah, Starset Transmissions, all rights reserved, unauthorized reproduction, copying, hiring. I'm really not sure what hiring means in this case. Public performance and broadcasting, yada yada, for promotional use only and not for sale. And yeah, again, the art is just not great. And this is notably Razor and Tie, which is the label Starset was on before Razor and Tie got bought out by Fearless, and then Starset was on Fearless for 2 albums. 3 technically if you count Vessels 2.0 as its own release, which you can technically say because there's an exclusive version of Bringing It Down on Vessels 2.0, but that's besides the point. All right, so well, yeah, actually no, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, this is just like the general do not post anywhere, which sue me, Razor and Tie, what are you gonna do? Produced in copyright 2014, Razor and Tie Records. The CD has been watermarked, right? Yeah. So there's an invisible watermark on the there's an inaudible watermark on the entire CD, and if Transmissions were to get leaked online before release, Razor and Tie would be able to track you down and kill you for leaking Transmissions out to the world. And it's just an interesting bit of history because international promotion and marketing powered by International Solutions, which I'm pretty sure this was actually intended for the UK, because when I ordered this, it was shipping from the UK, and now it is here in the United States. I'm not sure where I'm going with any of this, and I'm gonna ask the question you guys are all probably wondering: are there any differences between the promotional version and the final version? And unfortunately, no. And that really upsets me because I was seriously hoping that there were going to be some remnants of the Downplay versions on this, but no. I guess the music was just finalized, and at this point they were just kind of getting ready to hype up the. They were just getting ready to, well, not getting ready. They were just hyping up the release of the album. So, yeah, and it saddens me because I was seriously hoping that we would be able to get like a studio version of My Demons out of a Downplay studio version of My Demons out of this. And because that would have been super cool. That would have been like super important for archiving. But then it just didn't happen. It's finalized. There were some audio differences though that I noticed, mostly in that the clipping or like the trimming was terrible. So like songs start in the middle of the intro, and then there's like 3 seconds of silence at the end. And also when you play it in a media player like VLC, it the artist is labeled as Starser. Starser. Starser, not Starset, Starser. So by law we have to start pronouncing it as Starser because it's gonna piss off Dustin probably. That would be funny. So yeah, just a little bit of interesting Starset history. Unfortunately, it's nothing special, but it is always fun to have history of your favorite band. Now, one thing I actually want to mention real quick is that Starset have announced that they're doing a an acoustic tour in North America, and yes, I am going. One of the locations is HQ in Denver, Colorado, and I'm hoping that it's basically just going to be the VIP thing again. But I don't think I have any videos of the VIP thing at from the Summit show. So that kind of sucks. I do have a picture of Dustin's dog Ernie roaming the crowd trying to find food. I will link that in the description because it's such a hilarious photo, and I couldn't get a good picture of him. But yeah, so I will be getting videos of the acoustic event at HQ in Denver, and I will be uploading those videos as well. And hopefully, if Ernie is there, I will be posting the picture of Ernie as well. All right, that's it. That's all. I just wanted to talk about Starset, or I mean, Starser.